believe in a holistic approach to missions. That means that we don't stop at introducing people to Jesus. It means to follow his example. Jesus didn't come only to tell people about his Father and then leave. He cared for and spent time with the poor and needy. He ministered to the sick and raised the dead. Jesus didn't come just to change people's spiritual lives. He came to change their whole life. This week, we get to share with you an amazing new ministry launching in Pitt County that takes this complete view of God's heart for people seriously. That is the Nehemiah Initiative.
The Nehemiah Initiative is a new family ministry based here in Pitt County, where our goal is to largely wrap around single-parent families to surround and support and empower them to move from complete dependence on government resources through the resource gap that exists to a point where they can be independent. From a gospel perspective, we believe that each and every person is handcrafted by God, that God makes us, breathes life into us, and that we're made with a godly purpose. And I think so often life robs us of our vision of that. And so part of what we hope to do is to surround families, to empower them to, recognize again just the beautiful way in which they're created, the purpose to which they're called, and to help them realize and achieve that for themselves.
Currently, there are over 11 million single parents in the U.S., with 81% of that being single moms. Most of these living in systemic poverty. Roughly 50% of a single parent's income will be spent on housing, another 30 to 40% on childcare, which leaves around 10 to 20% of their income for food, clothes, transportation, and everything else one needs to live. This is the most fatherless generation in American history, and the toll on the family is detrimental.
We have a real problem with absentee fathers. In the U.S., there are 64.5 million fathers, but only 26 million live with their own kids. So 1 out of every 4 kids in the U.S. is being raised in a home without a father of any kind in the picture. And then you think about the impact that has on children. So 63% of youth suicides, 71% of high school dropouts, 75% of those who struggle with addictions, 85% of those who are incarcerated all come from single-parent homes without a father in the picture. I've come to believe that we can't settle systemic poverty. We can't settle, the systemic gender gap that's there without impacting how we approach single-parent families and beginning to rebuild the family.
So here's how it's going to work. When the Nehemiah Initiative team identifies or receives a single parent, they immediately connect them with a care team to assess the unique physical, spiritual, emotional, and mental needs of the family, and then creates a multi-year pathway to systematically and collaboratively target the obstacles that the family faces. Each family in the Nehemiah Initiative will cost around $24,000 a year. That covers everything from care, training, counseling, and so much more. Our heart for this year's Christmas Eve offering is to help the Nehemiah Initiative jumpstart their amazing ministry and partner with them as they continue to impact single-family households right here in Eastern North Carolina.
To see people live into their fullness, to see people live with hope and joy and expectation and purpose, so that they can see God's movement in their life and recognize God's love and value in them.
We'll be taking up our Christmas Eve offering at our Christmas Eve services, but if you want to go ahead and give now, you can head over to our website, covenant.cc, and click the Give tab. Click the drop-down option and click where it says Christmas Eve Offering. We are thrilled to partner with the Nehemiah Initiative as we intentionally follow Jesus and introduce people to him.